Listen. The movies. I just wanted to mention for a second. Have you seen any good movies over the weekend? Did you see?
I did not see anything over the weekend. There's a million of them I want to see, and I haven't been to the movie in a long time.
A Walk to Remember.
I was going to say that.
I love that movie.
I wrote right here, A Walk to Remember.
Is that a video?
Movie? It's just out on DVD and VHS.
Yes.
But it's a great movie. Mandy Moore, the singer. And then a guy that apparently has been on some shows that younger people would know, some WB kind of shows.
Street kind of stuff.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. And it's just, it has an incredible story.
Is it a love story? What is it?
We don't want to give away. It's hard to, if you say, you might.
Action movie?
I tell you what, I would show, and I know there'd be people that would object to this because the first half of the movie has some very salty language.
Salty language?
Now, do you know what salty language is?
Give me an example.
Yeah.
You'd like an example of salty language? All right, that's when you turn to another person
and say,
and you are angry with them, so to speak, and you would look at them in the eye, and you would say something like, F you. But you'd use the real word. You'd pepper it with a stronger word. You wouldn't actually say F. You'd actually use the word.
Okay.
So it's salty. You're peppering your language with words that are, and it has.
I've never heard anything like that before.
I would show this movie at church.
A Walk to Remember.
It was so. Now, the beginning. You remember we talked about Life as a House, and I guess I can.
It's not that good, is it?
It reminded me of it in that you see people really, by the end of the movie, you see some real life changing going on, just like you saw in Life as a House. And I would also recommend for parents to get it and show it to their young kids, and particularly maybe the kids that, can be a little bit troublesome.
What's it rated?
Teenagers. I don't know.
PG-13.
Yeah. Good film. Walk to Remember.
Walk to Remember.
A Walk to Remember.
You know where you can get that is right on our website. If you go to StephenDC.com and click on the Netflix, they got this cool.
You almost sound like you're being paid by somebody.
No. They've got a cool.
But wait, there's more.
Robbie knows all about this program. They mail you the DVDs in the mail. It's just like, your local movie store, but there's no late fees, and you can keep them as long as you want.
And you get 2 weeks free, and that's a great deal right there.
It arrives at your door. You watch it when you want at your leisure. Put it in a prepaid postage envelope and send it back.
It's really cool, so check it out.
You know what? I didn't do that. I was not smart. I didn't go to StephenDC.com and click on the rent DVDs online. I went to the video store. Oh, it's been a while ago now, because I just got a formal, official, one of them got a sign for it when you get it letters. Oh, boy. Never good. The B-Buster wrote, and the B-Buster said I owed them $347 in late fees.
Wait a minute, is that a record of some kind?
I think I held I beat my previous record of $289.
I wonder if there's anybody out there that, because the worst feeling is when you go into Blockbuster and you don't know that there's a warrant out for your arrest.
And then the guy, Bubba, asks you what you're in for.
Right.
And you say, well, I was late on terms of endearment.
No, you know what I'm talking about. You go in, you get your movie, not knowing there's a problem.
And you go up and they stick it in the little thing, and and then computers will be the death of us all.
I know.
Do you still have that clip of the angry Blockbuster manager calling you? Look up Blockbuster. No, I think it's in yours.
I think it's in yours, DC.
And you walk up to the thing, and all of a sudden they look up, and they keep a straight face, and they say, okay, that'll be $389.
Get out.
And you've got like the one movie you're trying to rent.
Yeah. How can they possibly do that? Because how can they charge you for more than what the movie is worth, like $20 or whatever?
Couldn't you just buy it? How many you just buy it?
You could, but you've hurt their profits.
That's right. Especially if it's a popular movie.
Well, the type of movies that apparently they rent at these commercial movie rental places,
like B-Buster Video.
They charge the movie companies charge them like $300-400 per copy.
Oh.
It's not like your regular
consumer. Because they know they're going to make so much off of it.
Exactly.
Oh. Well, anyway, I am not happy about it. And I am more than happy now to go to StephenDC.com and rent them right online and then mail them back at my leisure in the prepaid postage envelope.
I had a run-in once with the grocery store video department.
Yeah.
They can be the worst.
I had a movie out, and here's the problem. We lost the movie. I think we gave it to a friend, and, you know, then when I realized it was time and I was getting these angry calls.
What movie was it? Because usually when something like that happens, it's a stupid movie.
Yeah, this was a stupid movie. This was
a stupid movie.
This was, what movie was? I'll think of it in a second. But the manager started calling my home. I felt like that was harassment.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, he's calling me over and over again, and he's saying, I need the movie back. So I say to the guy, can we just buy it? Let's buy it. I mean, these days a DVD runs you like $19.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a big deal. Can we buy the movie? He says, no.
So what are you supposed to do? You don't have it. What are you supposed to do?
Well, at first, I didn't tell him that I'd lost the movie. Because I thought, you know, this will go away. After a while.
Yeah.
3 months later, he's called every day. I need my movie back. I felt like I was in one of those Lifetime movies. I want my movie back.
I want my movie back. Movie back.
So my wife, who's very good at the problem solving, she gets on the phone with the manager of the store and says, all right, we've lost the movie. We've lost the movie. He says, that's going to cost you $400.
Oh, boy.
Yeah.
I said, what? And Christy's right. They pay a fee up front to get those rentals in, and that's what they want back. They want their fee back.
Mike can blow us all out of the water. Listener Mike with the largest fee from a video store. Mike, what was yours or your friends?
It's friends. When I was in the Navy, we was getting ready to leave on a 6-month cruise, and he rented a movie, and him and his buddy watched it. His buddy was supposed to return it and forgot it in the car. We left on the 6-month cruise. Came back, and he's getting all these late fees in the mail, and he's like, you know, he couldn't figure out what was going on, and finally he went and hit this guy about it, and the guy went out and rummaged through his car, and he found it, and he owed like $580 or something like that.
$580. Well, I was stunned by the $389 or whatever the heck it was.
But you know what? That's why I like that nighttime drop-off window.
Oh, yeah.
Because I can kind of sneak in.
Oh, they'll still get you, though.
Write you or call you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You don't get away with anything there. I've tried to
at least I no longer have the contraband.
Put it on the counter in the middle of all the other stacks of videos. They still, a week later, here comes that letter. But look, short of winning some money, and how often does that happen? Anytime you ever have to sign for a letter, it ain't going to be good.
You know what? That's funny. I wish I could tell you the name of the store. I can't because problems will.
Don't do that.
I can't.
Yeah.
That reminds me.
But what was funny to me about the movie guy, honestly, that called me over and over again, that's why I was trying to find the tape of Steve got a call from an angry Blockbuster manager that we used to play on the air. What's funny to me is this guy was like a drill sergeant. He took it very seriously. Yeah, he was the kind of guy that would refer to it as, sir, are you still in possession of the contraband?
Yeah. That's right. If you are in possession of said contraband, you need to be down here by 2200 hours.
He had done some military time. And he would talk in military time as well. Sandy, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Well, that B place,
B-Buster Video?
Yeah. They their collection agency is sending me, I get 4 or 5 a day. And they're for every Blockbuster in St. Louis. Now, I haven't been inside of a Blockbuster in 2 years.
So you're telling us you're getting letters, but you are not in possession of any contraband.
I don't have any contraband.
Well, citizen, let me tell you something.
Who's your sector leader?
You need to contact your B-Buster sector leader immediately.
So you don't even go to that video store, but why are they calling you over and over again? Why are they sending you letters?
Somebody's using my card.
Stolen card.
I said, you're supposed to. I did it at the Fenton store. And I put on there, must see ID. But when you put in there, must see ID, it's only for that store. Now, I got all the ones in South St. Louis are calling me.
Can't you cancel the card? Can you cancel your Blockbuster card?
Obviously not, because every day I get at least $200 in bills.
Somebody's watching a lot of movies. I'd put a hot on that card. Put a hot code on that.
Thank you very much.
I know all the lingo.
Well, you know what happened to me when I had a late fee at one of the grocery stores? They cut me off, man. I couldn't even buy anything.
You couldn't shop there.
I couldn't shop there.
That was the other threat that they
they cut me off.
I did something really stupid. I lived in another city once, and I had rented a movie from B-Buster Video. In fact, we have a long history. And this is before they're on our website, StephenDC.com. You could order DVDs right online. Mail to the house, mail them back, no hassle. It's long before that. I actually stupidly went on a Sunday morning before the video store opened and had 2 movies, and I just, in the blue and white, box they come in, and took them back, and it was a hassle to drive to the video store. And once, that's the worst part for me. Once I got down there, it went up to the door, and the store was locked, closed, not open yet. I just put them, they didn't have the night drop-off, but I dropped off anyway. I just kind of wedged them between the handle of the store door, so when the manager came to open up, he'd get them and look, and
it's a good idea.
Sure enough, I started getting letters and then calls, and then, luckily was able to do a little deal where we did commercials for him on the radio station to pay off the late fee. That's how big the late fee was, and how cheap the commercials were.
No, Christy's right. You run a risk.
Yeah, that was so stupid.
Good idea.
Christy's right. You run a risk when you rent from a grocery store and you mess with them. I remember the drill sergeant calling me saying, Citizen, if I see you within 400 yards of the grocery store during my watch, you're not even allowed to shop there.
They cut you off.
You can't even buy Snackwell cookies.
No, not even no pickles or hot sauce or nothing like that.
Not even vein of sausages.
No, raisin bread.
There's a way around paying late fees for a grocery store, and I don't know if I want to say this or not, but it's a very secretive way.
Well, I need to know.
Okay, if you, for some reason, find a video game under your car seat like I did.
A video game under the car seat.
And don't know how long it's been there.
Don't know how long it's been there, but it's been a long time.
Right.
What you do is they only have the one way to get in, but they still have the sensors there.
The what?
The one way to get in, those sensors that go on.
Right.
So
where are you talking about? Right when you go into the rental area?
Rental area, yeah. Because with the B-Buster, you get the enter and the exit.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
So basically what I did was I waited for someone to walk out. I walked in with the contraband in my pocket. They searched that person walking out. I put the game back, walked out. They didn't even notice anything.
Bye.
You put the game back where?
Where it was supposed to go.
Yeah, but they still have Rob Matt's name and the missing game on their files in their computer. That computer's what'll get you.
Yeah, and they got cameras and everything.
But I know how they get around that, because you have a code on the movie or the game you rent, and you say, I turned that back in, and sure enough, they go and look on their shelf, and there it is.
So if you can get it back on the shelf,
if you get it back on the shelf,
you're okay.
safe.
And then get in your car and head out. Wow.
That is good, Robbie.
That is so wrong, Robbie.
That is going to save me so much money.
You sneaky little devil.
That is so dishonest.
That is great.
Okay, how do you do it again?
I couldn't follow it, so I'm not sure I could ever pull it off.
One of the ones I've been nailed to the tune of $389 for is Monsters Ball with Billy Bob.
What are you? Oh, I thought you were talking about the kid movie Monsters, Inc.
No, Monsters Ball. That ain't a kid's movie with Billy Bob Thornton, which I never even watched.
You didn't?
After all that. And there's something else that I haven't. I mean, that's $389?
Get out.
That's an expensive ball.
Yeah.
Where I come
A
from.
monster ball.
Yeah. Had to sign for the letter they sent over.
Oh, Stevie. That was stupid.
They'll come after you. They will come after you.
Maybe I'll just go wedge it behind the door of the store before they open.
Do it. I'll do it for you.
And when you're in jail...
If draft dodgers can get amnesty, shouldn't B-Buster have amnesty day?
Absolutely.
Where we
should.
Doesn't the library have amnesty day?
Yeah.
There's no coming back if you're locked up for that, though. No DNA testing for that.
Long ago, before, computers, and we got so, relied on that. Back when, are y'all old enough to remember back when you actually had to go to the library?
Yes, I do.
And you had overdue library books?
Oh, yeah.
I used to hold the record for that.
Oh, no, I think I got you beat on that one.
I mean, I would.
I still have a book.
Are libraries still in business? I mean, do people still go to the library?
I have a friend that works for him,
You do?
Yeah.
Because with computers, I don't see, and it's kind of like the post office with email, the library has got to be hurting.
No, it's not. You know what? People go there to rent movies.
Yeah.
At the library?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Steve.
Flashdance, Footloose.
No. Current brand new releases.
Not at the library.
Steve?
I'm telling you, there'll be people that can testify that they rent movies from the library.
I'm going to tell you like Mama Carson. There are blackberries, there are raspberries, but there are no libraries. It's a library.
I'm sorry. I've always said library.
I have a friend that works for the St. Charles.
They should have learned me that in school, but they didn't.
I have a friend that works at the St. Charles County Library, and people come in and rent movies there.
Yeah.
all the time. New releases, all kinds of stuff.
I got any good dirty movies?
Yeah. I could probably find one for you with their lookup system they have now anywhere in the state.
Do y'all remember when y'all were in school and you'd have to go to the library?
Thank you.
And take a tour, and they tell you all about the Dewey Decimal.
Decimal.
All about the Dewey Decibels.
Yes.